up, everyone? Welcome to Union Gaming. This is your host, Roz, and this is episode 17 of my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords playthrough for the Nintendo Switch, which is, of course, a port from the original Xbox Alpha 1 game from 2004.
Ready to head back to your ship? Give the word and I'll take you there.
Alright, we met the Jedi guy here. Let's go.
Follow me.
And now we are no longer welcome on this planet. So we gotta get the fuck out of here. Plus, the Ebon Hawk is fixed. I feel like there's somebody following me. Who are you? Visas.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Servants, not corpses.
Have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy. Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky.
Killing one?
Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her.
Zerkondra?
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Who she
Well,
knows.
it was a planet of her people. If they see through the Force, who knows? If they're all Force sensitive, maybe they all saw something through the Force that we can't see, and they left before it happened. Or maybe it killed them. They claim to see on a higher plane than we do. You know, the whole Force thing makes me nervous. Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
She is a threat to us. I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once.
See you double click. Alright. Okay, this one I can use. Alright, I got my lightsaber back. Seer, you mean the blind
Her
Sith?
species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself. And do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union...
Don't mate with her. Jesus. I don't remember this part of the game. None of your business. Whoa! Just because I saved her doesn't mean I was going to charge up her loading rate.
We shall see. I trust your exile has taught you restraint and discipline in the ways of the flesh. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us. To you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
As for our Master House, I intend to follow that bond source opportunity presents. Help her. She doesn't seem
To
even...
show mercy to a Sith is to invite a blade to your throat. You walk a fool's path, and I will not aid you in helping her. Because it was its time, perhaps you should ask her. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is a... You are right to trust your instincts. Something is... If your instincts lead you to an answer, seek me out. Perhaps we will discuss more.
Yeah, what do you want? I am Mandalore, but I will not be your... Now is there some... I thought that the Force would be enough of a... That's a good position for a warrior to take. Here you go. Now is there something else? Here you go. Now is there something... Here you go. Now is there something else you needed? Here you go. Now is there something... Here you go. Now is there something...
Yes? Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Echani. But I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Echani children are raised on warfare. All Echani fighting principles rely on foundations. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences. As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may... Very well. I shall match my... You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you. The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it. It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives. Then tell me of it. I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me. I will do this.
Don't need that.
Yes, General? If the Republic... I can't quite see much, but there's nothing else. Something else I can help. Just working on the whoever made these...
My life for yours. I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why. You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready. I will answer what I can. It is not something I speak. I will answer what I... I'm not familiar with the place you speak of. But there are others who may move more. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi. Everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
You'd be having Hawk. Let's just go. Saving, and let's go. Let's get in the air, go to the next world.
Don't you ever give it a rest? Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed.
What can I say?
You lie. You know the Echani styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Next time I walk in here, I'm careful. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Echani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shut up.
Wow.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war.
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor. The absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
Good.
I don't need compliments. You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Fine by me.
Three more worlds. Let's go to Dantooine next. What? Why can't I go to Dantooine? What the fuck? Well, that's a new one for me.
Don't you ever give it
Okay, good, blah, blah, blah.
Fine.
You know the first...
What can I say?
You lie.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
we've already gone through this.
Time I walk in here. Oh, yeah. This isn't some... So keep your hands...
Fool.
Shut up.
So you fought against...
I was part of the...
But you fought on the front.
I could do without you. And look at them now.
If I were you...
You fought for no...
Maybe that's what it looked...
You did nothing.
The Republic took...
That's exactly what...
Defeat is part...
Doesn't it even...
People died.
Well,
Fine by me.
Save this now. Saving in the new slot.
Something up?
Alright. We're going to take all the Jedi with us. Which may not be the smartest decision, but it's the one we're going to do.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Dari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go. I will answer your questions.
Sure.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Why are there so
We
many?
had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
None of the mercenaries caused any
The
problem?
difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibra-blade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Kath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who has
A
disappeared?
farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Kath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone. Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government. I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
You're going now.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else. You'll find little welcome here.
Does-
Jedi. I've got to tell the others. I'm sorry, Master Jedi.
He's gonna go tell the others.
explore. The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave can be found northwest. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly... If you will excuse me.
Hey, get away from that door! The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it. Cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it for a lifetime.
I think Tarn has finally cracked, running around like a madman, raving that he was being chased by a Jedi.
Oh, Tarn is an idiot, to be sure. But he seemed genuinely frightened. Perhaps he did see something.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adar. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't... You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or...
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly You act like I have insulted your woman. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
I like that saying. I am done being inconvenienced by you. Okay. I'm done being inconvenienced by you.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if Kunda's like a droid without its power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. I went to their camp to get back my moisture vaporator. This smug fellow Joran told me that he found it within the ruins, and by law, it belongs to him now. He said he'd give it to me for the bargain price of 500 credits. I wasn't very happy about it, but the law was on his side, so I paid this scoundrel. Now the moisture evaporator doesn't work, because it is mysteriously missing its modulator. Joran is offering to sell me a modulator he found for another 500 credits.
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Pause.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
Ship was one of the time. I came with that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
It seemed we liked your.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Sure, I'll make it my first priority.
How fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? There are plenty of opportunities to assist people besides that.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik. I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my head... I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith... This is... sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So, it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Do something about it?
It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
Just look around. See if Zero... So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. All right, stay out of trouble.
Sure, okay. Selling arms. Weaponry. So we're selling. Okay. So a bunch of shit.
Yes.
Never mind. Alright, let's get the fuck out.
Any luck on getting my money?
In the planes, okay.
go to the sub-level. They're probably all gonna get killed. Yuravik is not someone you should cross. I hear the Lagrix can even... That Zeron has the biggest salvage find ever in his office. He won't let anybody have it.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity? Am I that transparent to you? Apparently this is so. I am Ralon, known throughout this camp for the many artifacts of value that I have uncovered. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy... You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for... Well, your wisdom is a... So, what should we... I hope you've enjoyed your... I'm not a Jedi, so I couldn't say for certain, but I had a suspicion. All sales are final, I'm afraid. You should take the matter up with the militia. I believe you. Fortunately, the militia and salvagers don't appreciate violence, even here. There's nothing more I want to discuss. Take the matter up with Zeron, head of the militia. But you will know. Ah, the traveler has... So, what should we... I hope you've enjoyed your... All sales are final. Salvagers have been selling outsiders precious artifacts. There's nothing more...
You a new salvager? Or one of those cool... We don't need another one. Look around. I'm gonna give you some advice. If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them.
Alright. We're going to stop right here, save the game, and then we're going to pick up next time, which will probably be tomorrow. Until next time, guys, later, taters.